Welcome back. Let's head to the South Bay for the profile of our next top scholar, Kyle Gerner, whose unique versatility stretches from acting to music to sports and caring for horses, all while giving back to his community.
Hi, I'm Kyle Gerner. I'm from Cupertino and I go to King's Academy in Sunnyvale, and next fall I'll be going to Santa Clara University. I always, I'm looking for opportunities to learn a little bit more about something, to kind of improve myself, I guess, and I can see a lot of different ways that I'm growing.
We sometimes think of him as a Renaissance teenager, if there's ever such a thing as that, because he's so well-rounded and has so many different interests and activities, and he's very unpretentious about it all. You kind of have to discover these things slowly.
So I started playing the trumpet when I was 9 years old in 4th grade. I joined the California Youth Symphony. That was in 7th grade, and I've been playing in the senior orchestra for 3 years. Played with the California Philharmonic Youth Orchestra. I toured with them to New York and played in Carnegie Hall. I started riding horses when I was 5. And when I was 13, I was old enough to start in a trainee program where you get to kind of work hands-on with the horses more. You're getting horses ready for lessons, you're getting people out on trail rides. So let's go ahead and give them a little squeeze and let's head on out. I'm involved a little bit with kind of veterinary stuff. I get given shots, I take care of medicine a little bit. I just absolutely love it. So one day in 4th grade, I went and I saw a Giants-Dodgers game up in San Francisco, and I was just hooked. Yeah, I played for about 6 years. Played for high school. My freshman and sophomore year, I did JV. I loved playing, but it just got to be too much of a commitment with all the other things that I was doing. I focused more on the music and the acting.
Hi. Isn't this a strange moss-covered rock?
So Jesters it's a group of 9. It's an acting group. We go around to elementary schools, preschools, and we perform skits for little kids, just classic, fairy tales kind of stories from children's books, stuff like that. This year I decided I'll audition for the fall play, and did that. I got a pretty good role, and I just thought I had a blast. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely doing the musical now. And so I auditioned for that, and I got the lead role in the musical. We did 42nd Street this year, and I was Julian. And that was right up there, one of the 3 biggest highlights, I think, of my high school career, was doing that. So next year, Santa Clara. I'm thinking at the moment I want to be either a people doctor or a vet. I'm not quite sure which one it'll be yet, but I think that's where I'm headed right now.
Congratulations to Cupertino's Kyle Gerner on becoming an ABC7 top scholar. With his 3.9 GPA, he's headed to Santa Clara University this fall, where he'll remain committed to the performing arts and caring for horses. Our next top scholar took on the challenge of stand-up comedy to raise awareness about a deadly disease that hit close to home. Let's take a look at the work of Presentation High School's Sarah Kasrovi.
Hi, my name is Sarah Kasrovi. I'm from Saratoga. I attend Presentation High School, and next fall I will be attending the University of Southern California. I kind of get a thrill from putting in effort and from persevering and stuff, so kind of just that sense of achievement after putting in so much effort is just really fulfilling for me.
She is beyond smart, and her smart, what I love is it's a combination of book smart, street smart, and just simple joy of learning.
I am a girl from the 21st century having to struggle with immigrant parents from the 16th century.
I got started with stand-up comedy. It's sort of a long story. When I was 7 years old, my grandma passed away. And my grandma was sort of the rock to my family, the rock to my life. She was my role model. And she passed away, and that was really hard for our entire family, especially my mom, who became really depressed after that. And as a 7-year-old, I was sort of lost, and I didn't know where to turn. I cracked a joke one day just through serendipity, and I saw my mom smile for the first time in a very long time. And I knew that I had to get that reaction more. My grandma passed away of a disease called scleroderma, It's an autoimmune disease that affects a large percentage of women. And there's not a lot of awareness out there. And so I always made it a mission to me to remember my roots, sort of, in terms of comedy. And whenever I would perform for places and all the earnings that I would get, I would make it a point to always donate those to the Scleroderma Research Foundation, which I have been doing since age 11. So I think to date, probably around $17,000 I've been able to donate to that foundation.
Well, since we won't have time to hold auditions, I thought I'd simply cast the play randomly.
So I constantly remind myself, I'm doing this, you know, to entertain other people. The whole reason why I started this was to make people smile, was for that feeling of like, I just made that person happier. I just made that person, you know, forget their worries for 5 seconds and live in a world of like laughter. And so when I remember the reason behind why I'm doing this and to lift, that it is to lift people's spirits, it kind of, I guess, centers me and makes me realize, okay, you can do this, you're doing this to make them laugh, so go out there, be calm, and do it for your audience.
Excuse me, Mrs. Gunnysack. The back of my script says assistant director.
I've often said to Sarah, I'm almost afraid to be inside your mind because your mind is just going in so many directions at the same time, and yet somehow you keep it all together, and she truly does.
I have met unbelievable people in my class, in my grade, who have done such phenomenal things, and I almost feel like that inspires me to be the best that I can be, is knowing people my age who have such a thirst for life.
Congratulations to Saratoga's Sarah Kasrovi on becoming an ABC7 top scholar. With her 4.5 GPA, Sarah's headed to USC this fall, and she aspires to take on the LA Comedy Club circuit while continuing to raise funds for scleroderma research.